Welcome everyone in today's video, and today we'll focus on volume. So what is the volume? So the volume is everything what's inside the box, okay? And we are dealing with volume especially when we have liquids. Let's say we have a carton of milk or juice, everything what's inside, okay? How much liquid do we have? How much water is in the bath, in the swimming pool? Okay, how much milk, and so on and so on. Okay, so here we have a little cube, and the cube has 1 centimeter in here, 1 centimeter in here, and 1 centimeter in here, and its volume is exactly 1 centimeter cubed, or to the power of 3. And you need to remember, the volume is always in units cubed, okay, or to the power of 3. And here we have a cuboid. Let's say we have a carton of milk, and the base is 5 by 2, okay. So we have the length and width, and then we have the height, and the height is 2 centimeters, okay. And we need to find how many small cubes are in there, okay. So on the base, this is the base, we have 10 by 2, so we have 10 cubes, and then we have 10 on the second level. The height is 2, so it's like 2 levels of the cubes. And the first level we have 10, as we said, and we need to multiply it by 2. So that's why, if we want to find the volume, we need to multiply the area of the base by the height. In other words, multiply the length by the width by the height. Okay, so let's take it down and let's write it down. So we can use the shortcut. So the volume, and we always use the capital V, is L for length multiplied by W by width and multiplied by height H. Okay, so you need to remember this formula. So it's obviously this one is the area of the rectangle of the base, and then this one is the height. Okay, and this is for every cuboid. If you have a cube, cube has every single edge the same, so we can write down this is L, and this is also L, and this is also L, because all of them are exactly the same. Okay, they have the same length. So if they did exactly the same, we can write down the value for the cube is L to the power of 3. Okay. So here we have the first example, and we need to find the volume of the following. So we have a cube and a cuboid, and we need to find the volume in centimeters squared and in liters, okay? And as we said, we will be dealing with liters and liquids. We will be asked to find how many liters. If we are asked how many liters is there, we need to find the volume. Liters mean what's inside, what's in the box, what's in the bath, what's in the swimming pool, okay? And we need to know 1 liter is 1,000 centimeters to the power of 3, and this is exactly the same what 1,000 milliliters, okay? And there we go. In here we have just a cube, and the cube is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. When we multiply the base by the height, we'll get 1,000 centimeters cubed, and this is exactly 1 liter, okay? So you need to remember it all the time. When you need to find the volume in liters, you need to check how many centimeters squared it has, and then find it, change it into the liters, okay? So let's try the first question. So we need to start off with the formula, and the formula is L by W by H. This is L, this is W, and this is H. Okay, so this is always the first step. Write down the formula, The next step is write down what you know. So we have L is 70, W is 30, and H is 40 centimeters. Then the next step is put all these numbers into the formula. So instead of the letters, use the numbers, okay? So now we have 70 by 30 by 40, okay? So the answer is 84,000 centimeters cubed. Now we need to find how many liters are there. So if we know 1 liter is every 1,000 centimeters cubed, so in here we have 84 liters. Okay, so this is exactly the same as 84 liters. So you might be asked to find centimeters squared, to find the volume, or to find how many liters. Every single time you need to find the volume and use the formula and put all the numbers into the formula, okay? And then we'll try the next one. Okay, so following our steps we have on the right, we need to write down the formula first. So the formula for the cube, as we know the cube has every single edge the same, we can just name it and write down L to the power of 3. So this is L, and this is L. And then it is much easier. So then it's L is 60, so 60 centimeters cubed to the power of 3. And that means we need to multiply 60 by 60 by 60. Okay, so the volume is 216,000 centimeters squared, and now we need to find it in liters. So we have 216 liters. Okay, so make sure you have it into your copies. And this is another type of question. So in the first question you were asked to find the volume, and here you have the volume, you know how much is it. Now you need to find the missing values. So in the first one you need to find what's the length, okay, and the second one what is the height. Where to start? Always start with the formula. So the formula for volume is L multiplied by W multiplied by H. You have L in here, okay, it's marked. Then this one is W and this one is H. So you need to mark it on your diagram as well, okay? So W and H. Then, following our steps, the next step is just put the numbers into the formula. So then we have 60 centimeters cubed is L. We don't know what L is, so we need to leave it as it is. Then we have multiplied by W, what is 2 centimeters, and multiplied by H, what is 6 centimeters. Okay? Now, we need to just calculate what is 2 multiplied by 6. So we have 60 centimeters cubed equals L multiplied by 12 centimeters squared, because centimeter by centimeter is centimeter squared. So now we have 60 centimeters cubed as L multiplied by 12. So it's exactly the same as we would write down 12L. Now we need to divide it by 12, divided by 12. So what's 60 divided by 12? 5 centimeters is L. Okay, so L is 5. Okay, so let's try the next one. Exactly the same. The volume is L, W, H. So we have L in here, W in here, and H as marked. Put the numbers into the formula, okay? So we have 60. We don't need to write on centimeters squared and cube every single time. Is 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by H. Okay, 5 by 4 is 20. So we have 60 is 20 multiplied by H. So what is H? 20 multiplied by what gives you 60. Of course, we can divide it by 20, or we can just find out what is h. So h has to be 3, and 3 multiplied by 20 is 60, and this is centimeters. If you don't use the units in here, okay, you need to put them at the end, okay, because the examiner won't know what you mean, okay, is it centimeter, liters, meters, whatever. So you can, the best way is to use it all the time, but if you want to make it shorter a little bit, you can, but you need to make your answer clearly, okay, and you need to put the units at the end. So summarizing our video, we have a cuboid in here, and this is the formula, okay, for cuboid, and for cube it's just L to the power of 3. It's exactly the same. It's the length, width and height, and all of them are the same length, so we can just use shortly L to the power of 3, okay? For learning check, please try to do this 2 questions. You need to find the volume, okay? So again, write down the formula first, put the numbers into the formula and give me the answer. See you tomorrow.